Hello, everybody. It's been about a year, since I've done anything video wise, podcast wise. And today I'm just here to just kind of break it all down, explaining y'all what I've been doing and what's been going on. So, when y'all last saw me, I was working out. But upon working out, I discovered I had a huge sweat trigger. Now, for most people, like, that don't mean anything. But for me, because I had an experience as a child, being molested and raped, and one of the things that stuck out to me was that person, my violator, sweating. So as I started to try to, work myself out and this, that, and the third, the sweat, whenever I would start to sweat, it would trigger me. I would feel like that instant, that one type nasty, that after you've been abused type nasty. I would feel like that, and it would be unbearable, and I would have to immediately go get in the hottest shower I could stand, stay there till I felt better. But that's not normal, right? So I wanted to overcome that trigger and figure out, not only why is this a thing, but how can I get away from it being a thing. Now, I'm going to say this before I even dive into it. Overcoming triggers is not something I feel like you should do unsupported. So, whether it's you confiding in a friend, whether you using a therapist, a doctor, whatever the case is, when you are trying to rewrite the wrongs about yourself and your way of thinking, and just reroute yourself for a better version of you, some things you've got to be patient. That's first off. You have got to be patient with yourself more than anything else, because recognizing that it took you some time to come into what you're into, it's going to take some time to get out. So, and when you start to go through these processes, this is why I do this side by side with my spirituality growth, because my spiritual growth is my epicenter, it's my core. I feel like that is the thing that if I focus on my spirituality, everything else around me will revolve around that. And then, play off of that accordingly, like a domino effect. So, and that's just my own personal perspective. People feel how they feel about their own selves. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion and to lead their life their own way. But for me, this is, what I'm saying to me. And the reason I'm saying, don't try to untrigger yourself without support is because if you're not spiritually connected to God, there are so many rabbit holes that your mentality can explore that is just not beneficial to the actual healing process. So it would be beneficial to have someone or something there grounding you while you do your work. The last thing you need while you're trying to really heal yourself from anything is distractions, or delays. And for me, that trigger last year, it set a huge delay into my plan. Here we are a year later now, coming back and, being in front of the camera again. And so for me, the break was necessary, because no matter what I do, whether it's in tea and testimony, whether it's in my cosmetology field, whether it's in my artistry, my poetry, whatever, no matter what I do, I don't want to do it half-assed or from a place that's not genuine. So when I was in therapy as a child, I remember going through 4 or 5 different therapists. The last one was the only one who worked, and ironically, she was the only one who had been through exactly what I had been through as well. So I have this thing about, I don't believe in helping people in areas that I actively have not already experienced. I'm not going to sit here and talk to y'all like I'm some corporate CEO and y'all the workers. We all know how that works. The people at the top don't never have a clear understanding of what it really takes to do what they asking us to do. So I would never put myself in a position, especially the internet ain't shit already, okay? And there's already enough liars, schemers, scammers going on here. We ain't got to name no names, but it's enough of them already out here. I ain't trying to give y'all no ammo to blow up over this way. Not that I give a fuck, but, you know, I would rather be more effective in helping people than just being another redundant voice taking up space in the internet world, okay? So, yeah, I had to really work on myself. And honestly, the reason I'm so thirsty to be a better version of myself is my daughter, hands down. I'm 32 years old, and I am just now finding out within this last couple of years that not everything, I'd say 80% of the things that I experienced as a child, you know how you grow up and you be like, oh, you know, this is okay, that's okay. What seems normal to you don't faze you. You don't ask questions about what you were taught to believe is normal. So at 32, between 30 and 32, I'm finding out that a lot of my experiences as a child were abuse. A lot of the things that I went through was not supposed to happen. And of course, we got the YouTube channel now, so I'm going to be giving y'all story times on my different experiences. But I wanted to at least make this video to let y'all know I'm definitely back. Y'all gonna see a lot more of me in August. I'm still like tying up some loose ends on some projects I'm working on, but and then we've got a whole lot of life and celebration going on, you know, in my inner circle. So just celebrating life, taking a moment to like pour into us before we start pouring into other people. So this is just, you know, a short little, hey, I'm back. I ain't really went nowhere, but I had to do some work because I can't give y'all fake content. That's just not what this is ever going to be. I'm going to give y'all the raw me. I'm going to give y'all the real me. I'm going to give y'all the ratchet me. I'm going to give y'all the holy me. Take it. Take whatever you need to use for yourself and make yourself better. I'm doing this because a lot of times in my struggle, I've always felt from a child now, let's backtrack from a child on up. I've always felt like coming from a big family and being the oldest and always having to be responsible. I always felt like I was either in the way or that I was a bother or that my existence wasn't significant unless I was contributing to somebody. You know, like, and that shit is foul. Like, if you are a mother with multiple kids, take the time out to spend time with each and every one of your children. You know, all my friends that do have multiple kids, I always advocate for their oldest. Like, don't have that baby doing too much, because the things that I thought were normal for me, like I said, I found out it wasn't. So this was just a, hey, I miss y'all. Y'all gonna see a lot more of me. A lot more sooner. Also, some of the people in my circle doing things. I'm gonna try my best to always, when I do the podcasts now, that are gonna be on Anchor, I'm gonna try to at least have a visual for you all moving forward. We may not have a visual for everyone, but aside from the podcast and the YouTube channel, we'll be doing pop-up events. I got goods and services coming. So, you know, all that stuff is going to be under wraps until it's time. But I just wanted to let y'all know that I ain't really went nowhere. I'm coming back to give y'all all of me, you know, but I just got to make sure I'm full first, because I can't give y'all anything if I'm not full. Understand that what y'all get from me is going to be overflow. So that means me and mine are already straight and y'all get the overflow. So that's what I want to always do. And yeah, I love y'all. Stay safe. Subscribe. Like, follow, share, do whatever you want to do, but make sure you come back. All right, y'all be blessed.